Hello and welcome back. So in the process of trying to figure out why the test was not working, I encountered some issues. Okay. First is related to this URL path, and then secondly is in the Jobber shared library. First, this URL path is supposed to be API/gateway/v1. Okay. So not API v1 gateway. Okay. So this is supposed to be the correct path. Okay, so if I try this, it's not going to work. Okay, I don't want to try it, but I want to show you the reason why it's not going to work. I did some testing. Okay, so first, if you go to your Jobber shared library and then go to your gateway middleware, the first thing you need to add is you need to add this token. Previously, it should be something like this for you, at least. It should be empty. So in order to add the secret, you can go to one of your other services, maybe your auth service, go to gateway or the env file, gateway JWT token, copy your gateway JWT token, add it right here. Now, the reason why we are hard coding it here is because I have not really figured out how I can use it with environment variables, how I can add environment variables to GitHub Actions. I believe there is a way we can do that. But right now, I think we can just hard code this value. Maybe later I'll try to figure out how I can use environment variables to add this value. Okay, so just add this environment variable right here. We can save. And one other thing that I changed was this header name. Okay, previously it was something like this, gateway token, but I changed it to all lowercase. Okay, so you can leave it the way it was before, or you can try with this lowercase. Okay, so if it doesn't work with the camel case, it should work with this gateway token lowercase. Okay, so now we've added this property, and then one other thing, we are not using nest. Okay, so even if the request, if this succeeds, the nest is not called. So go ahead and call nest right here. Okay, so you can use nest outside of the try catch. Okay, so add nest right here. Okay, so that if everything is successful, then it should move the request to the nest callback. Okay, so go ahead and add nest right here. Okay, so now that we've made changes to this file, we can update. Now, update your package.json. For me, I was testing, so every time I push or I deploy a new version, I needed to increase the version number inside the package.json for the Jobber shared. Okay, so yours might be 0.01. So once you make the change, make sure you increase it to 0.022, because if you push with the same version number, it will fail. Okay, the npm publish will fail because it will tell you, okay, it already has the version number okay, in the registry. So increase yours. I think mine should be 5. Okay, so increase yours to version probably 2 or version 3, but make sure it's greater than the current version you have. And then once you do that, you can go ahead, you push. First you add, okay, git commit -m updated or fixed issue with gateway middleware. Okay, so go ahead and then push. Once you commit, you push. This should trigger a new build. Okay, so here I will reload the page, and yeah, you can see a new build has started. So we'll just wait for this to complete. Okay, we can check. Okay, so the publish is complete. So now what I want to do is we need to update my auth service. Okay, so the way I usually do it, you can do it differently. You can either just come right here, increase the number, and then run npm install. But what I usually do is I will just uninstall and then install again. So npm uninstall. So uninstall the library first, and then once that is done, I will install it again. Okay, now I will run npm install. Okay, to install the library. Now later I will do the same for the notification service and the gateway service, so that they all have the same versions. Okay, so I've installed the latest version. You can see Now for me it's 0.05, so for you it could be 0.02 or 0.03. Okay, and then I would npm run dev. Okay, so let me go ahead and open this auth.http. Okay, just wait for this to start. Okay, so let me try it. Send request. Okay, so it seems there's an error. Let's just see if we can find where exactly the error is coming from. The stack cannot read properties of null. Okay, auth service.ts line here. Okay, so I think it did not find the data. Okay, let's try something. I think the reason is because it did not find any document, and then we try to get the data values, and so it returns this is null. Okay, so let's see what's going to happen. Let's try it again. Let me use this. Okay, this will restart the server. Okay, let's see what's going to happen. Right here, let me send the request again. Okay, it worked this time, and here you can see user created successfully. Okay, so the reason was because here we were using this to check if there's a user with either username or email, if they exist, and then we did not consider that okay, it could be that those users do not exist. And then here we are just using this property to let it know, okay, if it should not throw an error, just like how we did. Okay, I think this is a chaining in TypeScript. Okay, I guess you can do the same here as well in all these cases, so that in case it doesn't find the value, then it should not return an error. Okay, so we are able to create the user. Let's go ahead and try to see if the user is created actually and saved to the data. Okay, so I'll come here and I'll reload this and then open, and we have our auth table. So I'll select this, and now you can see we have the first row, we have the username, we have the password, we have the profile public ID, we have the email, the country, the profile picture URL, it was uploaded, the email verification token. Okay, now the email verified, the value is 0, it means the email has not been verified, which is false. And then we have the created at, we have the password reset token, we said this can be null, the expires, and the updated at. Okay, so we are now able to add data to the database. Okay, you can see it in the MySQL database. Okay, so don't forget, go ahead and add this optional chaining, so that in case there is no data, then it's not going to throw an error. Okay, so go ahead and add all of this. Okay, so right now we are able to create a user. Let me create another user. So I will use the same password, and I'll say France. Okay, yeah, I will use the same image for now. Okay, so let me create another user, and then let's see what's going to happen. Okay, 201 created, and now we can see the user. If I reload this, now we have two users. You can see the ID, they are auto incrementing, and then we have the new user. Okay, so at this point our sign up is working.